Wow, that's fast. Hello everyone, this is Taka from bigheadtaco.com and welcome to BHT Studios. I'm here to do a video that I haven't done in a while, which is an announcement of an upcoming trip and then kind of like what am I taking with me. And so let's start the video now. Okay, so let's start with the where. Where am I going? I'm going down to San Clemente, California, and yes, to see my friends down at the Darkroom, Philip and Trev and the rest of the team. And I've been invited down again to be part of the Film Paideia, which is a film photography conference. And unlike PMA that we used to have here in North America, which was quite big. It was like the North American Photokina, but really it's to celebrate film and really to build up the film community. You know, we just want to celebrate film and really bring the people in the industry together and then slowly build it into something bigger. So the first time we had the Paideia was in the fall of 2017, and we had Grant Britton as one of the the big guests that had come to give a talk, and that was fantastic. This year Grant is back as well, but I think he's going to be doing like a photo walk or like a photo session type thing on Sunday morning, as will I. And then we have various speakers, and I think this year's flagship speaker is Matt Day. So Matt, we finally get to meet, and we get to meet in California, which is going to be awesome. And there are other great speakers and presenters, and I'll put the links down below to the Darkroom, and I'll list all the various ones, and you probably know half of them already, and I know half. The other half I'm looking forward to meeting. So what am I going to take on this trip? Number one is, what is going to be my number one camera, which is going to be used for both video and stills. So I'm going to be vlogging parts of it. I'm going to be doing some interviews, and really I have the X-T30 with me, which is what I'm using right now to record this video. And I'm looking at that, and I'm looking at the X-T3. And in the end, for my needs for this trip, as a work trip, as a professional trip, if you can call it that, I would say that the X-T3 is my choice for 2 or 3 reasons. One of them is because of the dual card slot. It's even if I'm not making a backup of so I'm not just mirroring the cards, but as well having one card with video, another card with stills, or just having it sort of record straight through so that I don't have to swap cards in and out. And like right now, this is on a tripod, the X-T30, and if the card dies, I gotta take the thing off the tripod, remove the plate, it's a lot of work. And this, having the card slot on the side, I can leave this on a tripod and also have the battery grip on there and be able to pull batteries in and out, as well as having a DC output, plug it into a wall as a power supply, and just have this continually working, not having to worry about that. And the number 2 thing is just having more thumb real estate, having more space. It's very sunny in California. And so having a nice eye cup and a viewfinder and having more thumb real estate, just a little bit bigger body, better EVF, X-T3 is going to be my primary camera on this trip. Number 2 camera is, because it is a film photography conference, workshop, that I would have a film camera. And so I actually did ask Philip from the Darkroom, so thanks Phil, to send me up a camera that he's had it sitting around for a while, and it's the GA645ZI, and I love this camera. Think of like the Fujifilm X100F, but film and medium format, and that's kind of how I see this camera. It's probably the most advanced medium format film camera ever made before the whole digital realm came. And that could be argued, but it had some cool things like date stamp and exposure stamp between the frames. So you want to know what ISO, I'm not sure if it shows ISO, but it shows aperture and shutter speed and date stamp, and it records the information between the frames. And the GA645, the standard one, had that as well. So he sent this up to me, and I've been shooting with this, and then I'm gonna take it back down with me and then give it back to Philip, and hopefully someone will pick this up during one of their contests that they have. And so this is gonna be my main film camera as I go down. And then number 3 is my beloved Nikon 35 Ti. And this is just kind of my main travel camera that I'm gonna keep with me everywhere I go, because I always have a small point and shoot, let it be digital or film, and I'm gonna have an article about that. Our point and shoot's dead. And so, so this is gonna be my main, I'm still a little bit hesitant because as much as I like this, it is kind of heavy, and I wanna keep this trip very light. And so I might go with a different one, but we'll see. If you're down, you'll see which one I end up taking, but I'm pretty sure, I'm 80% sure, because I still have, I'm only halfway through this roll as well, so I kinda wanna finish it down there. So 35 Ti as my EDC. I go out for dinner that night. I'm not gonna drag the GA645. I'm probably gonna just take this little point and shoot with me. So this will be my number 3 camera. Bags. Those of you who know, I've been kind of working with Chrome for the past few months or year, and I love their bags. And on my last few trips, I went to Toronto, went to San Francisco, went to Hong Kong just recently, Whistler on a few trips, any short trips where I don't want to check in my bags. This bag right here, the Machado I think it's called, it's kind of a square duffel, and the reason why I like it is because it zips down the middle and there's 2 halves, right? One side's a little bit thicker, the other one's a little bit shallower, but this converts as well into a backpack, which I like. So when I walk around the airport, it is quite thick, so it goes, I feel like a Ninja Turtle. Like a Michelangelo with a big thing on my back, but this works out well, and I know that there are better carry-on backpack style bags, but when I look at, like, I bought one off of Amazon and it's very functional, but it's like a bag that my dad would use, and sorry dad, but I don't want to have a dad bag. I want something a little bit cool, a little bit funkier, and that's kind of why I'm going to be using the Machado for my carry-on, once again, for my short trips that don't need any check-in. So this right here, and it'll just hold everything for me. Now this was a much harder decision, which is my bag I'm gonna be carrying everywhere while I'm in San Clemente. And I'm gonna choose my Zgin bag, the Lucia. And I've been working with Zgin for the past couple of years, and they make bags, beautiful bags that don't look like camera bags, and that's why I like them. There's a lot of brands out there that make bags that don't look like camera bags, but to me, in the end, they still kind of look like camera bags. And I think Zgin does one of the best jobs of doing it. There are other bag companies out there, Filson, Domke, Ona makes nice bags, but I've kind of grown attached to this because the top half is kind of like a roll top, and you can put whatever up in here, and the lower chamber here is where you have all your main compartments to carry all your main cameras. And this fits the 645, the mirrorless system, my point and shoot, microphones, accessories, it all fit in here, and then my little DOP kit will fit up here with the thermos or something like that, but everything will fit in here. There's even a space in the back here for a laptop, which I will keep, or like an iPad, but there's a little zippered area in the back here, and a laptop will fit back here as well. And it also has a rain cover, is that what it's called, in here? So if you open up the bottom here, and here's a little rain cover. And you know, in places where you're a little bit worried about either it raining or even just security, you just want to cover the whole thing, you can do that. And I've done that with the other Zgin bags like the Yali and the Yeti, but the Lucia, I love this bag. And so this is going to be my main personal EDC. It's kind of big for an EDC, but it is a smaller version of the Yeti. And I know that one, Juan from Beers and Cameras, hey Juan, he likes that bag. I find it a little bit too big for me of my stature. I'm 5'5", Juan is like 6'2", so that fits perfectly for him. It's a little bit big for me. I like this one, the Lucia, so this is gonna be my carry-on. So those two bags, this Zgin as well as the Machado from Chrome, those two bags we're gonna carry, and that's my whole kit. So that's, I think that's all I want to talk about. Oh, and just sort of, let's talk a little bit more about the event. So it is an event that is in collaboration with my buddy Juan from Beers and Cameras in San Diego, which is about an hour south of San Clemente. So he's coming up with Matt Day. I think Matt's gonna hang out there first and then come on up to San Clemente. So let's, in honor of Beers and Cameras, let's just swap out hats. There you go, Beers and Cameras. So there's gonna be a Beers and Cameras sort of a collaboration event. I think it's supposed to be on Sunday morning. Sorry guys, maybe that's now Brews and Cameras, but something like that. But Juan and Raquel are also coming up with Matt Day, and in collaboration with the Darkroom, myself and Trev Lee, he's coming down from Sacramento. His family's flying down a little bit later, and we're all gonna meet in San Clemente and have various speakers, podcasters, and other, maybe I should just keep it a secret, but you can just go to the website as well and check out who else will be there. But it's gonna be a great event. So it's sold out, so unfortunately you can't, if you don't already have a ticket, you're not gonna be able to get in. But Philip this time has hired a video team to put together a proper video of the event, so look forward to that, as well as little bits that I'll be doing, that Juan will be doing from Beers and Cameras, and I'm sure Matt's gonna do something as well, and my buddy Mike Padua. Mike, we get to see each other again, so Mike's gonna be there, and other guests, but that's what I said, I know half, and the other half. We are gonna have a lot of fun. So thanks for watching. We'll see you down in California. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll be doing like Instagram live and Instagram stories while I'm down there. So just follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. I know Twitter's not as popular, but I do tweet a lot. And then follow everybody else as well. And then we'll all congregate in San Clemente. Have a good day. We'll talk to you soon. Happy shooting. Peace.